When you're a mother, that week between Christmas and New Year's can feel like a strange kind of twilight. It's kind of magical, and you have your family around, but there's also so much mess. And there's gratitude, but also exhaustion from holding everything together through that Christmas season. So as we're moving into the new year, and everyone's talking about setting goals and a new year, new me, and manifesting something magical, you might be feeling like you need something much quieter, like your soul just wants a pause, a break, a moment to reset. And so I want to offer you a soft reset as we enter 2026. Not some big reinvention, not some new level that you're moving into, but just a quiet, gentle, compassionate check-in with yourself. So I want to offer you 5 questions to ask yourself as you are setting those New Year's intentions. A chance to check in with your soul, with what you really, truly, deeply need as we move into a new year. After a year of holding and tending and loving and carrying, your nervous system is not looking for high pressure and what are we going to do next and leveling up. Sometimes your soul just needs you to be still and quiet and listen. You don't need pressure. You need spaciousness and a chance to really reflect and really refine what it is that you're called to going forwards into the next year. This is a lesson that I have learned again and again through seasons of motherhood and loss and rebuilding, is that sometimes what we truly need doesn't come from us trying to dream up the next plan, but it comes from those moments of stillness and receptiveness and recognizing what it is that we really need at a deep soul level. The most powerful intentions have a sense of remembering who we truly are, not a sense of trying to be someone else, trying to be someone different. And I want to encourage you to lean into that energy of who you truly are, of being the person that your soul came here to be, and experiencing the life that your soul longs for, that you long for at that deep, deep, deep level, rather than trying to live the life that you feel like you should, or that is someone else's dream that you've somehow absorbed. Because I think that's what a lot of us are doing a lot of the time. A soft reset is your opportunity to reflect on the woman that you are, on the journey that you've had, and on where that is taking you, on where you want to intentionally, gently, carefully place your next step. So these are the questions, and I want you to take them slowly, to take a moment to not just listen and try and process them with your mind, but to let them sit in your body, to really feel the essence of those questions as you ask yourself, and to make time to create spaciousness so that you can really, really allow your soul to speak. Just allow that deeper version of you to speak the answers to these questions. So question 1, what part of me is asking for rest, for healing, for recognition? I think as mothers especially, we often don't listen to this part of ourselves. It's hard to find the time to prioritize whatever it is that we need. But when we set goals from a place of depletion, of brokenness, of feeling lost, or upset, it means that our goals aren't fully aligned with the highest version of ourselves. So taking a moment to listen in, what needs rest, what needs healing, what is calling to be witnessed, what stories do I need to reflect on and integrate and heal the themes around those from the past year or maybe longer. Take a moment to sit with that question. Feel where it lands in your body, what sensations arise, what thoughts are coming to the front of your mind. Question 2. What am I proud of from this last year? We sometimes have this tendency to rush past all of the things that we've achieved or survived. We minimize our resilience, our strength, our magic, the things that we've created. Take a moment to reflect on what you've achieved, what you're proud of. Just allow that sense of admiration for what you are and for what you've created. Question 3. What did this year teach me? Specifically about my limits and about my longings. These are two pieces of ourselves that I think often it's easy to forget. We want to believe that we don't have limits. But are there times in the past year or in the past that you've really pushed those limits to the point that it has hurt you or hurt the people around you? You've not been fully present with yourself to recognize when it was time to say no and when it was time to withdraw. And equally, our longings. Are there things that you have been holding in your heart and yet not found a way to give yourself or to make happen? Are there things, dreams that you really want and you've been denying yourself or putting it off? What are you longing for? And what did this year teach you about your longings, about the things that you want and have denied yourself, and about the limits that you should have set but you didn't? And are there ways that if you had set those limits that you could have allowed yourself to move towards your longings, to move towards your desires? Question 4. What do I want to remember about myself as I enter 2026? This is a question about that deep soul remembering, where you catch a glimpse of who you truly are, your identity, your values, the deepest and most core parts of yourself. Just allow something to bubble to the surface. Maybe it's a word, maybe it's a value that you want to really hold on to. Maybe it's a dream, a desire. Maybe it's a lot of things, and you're going to need to stop and write them all down. Take a moment to remember yourself. And finally, question 5. What wants to grow? What is growing already? If I can devote time and attention and care to it. And I really feel like this is the center of building a life, of manifesting a life, of crafting a life that is deep and whole and in alignment with your own truth. Is recognizing that if we don't force things, if we just listen to what is needed, we focus our attention to nurturing, to caring for the things that are coming through, then they grow on their own. They don't need us to force them to grow. We don't need to build something or make it happen in a big, like all of the vision boards, all of the intention setting kind of way. We can just listen to the things that need our attention in the moment and allow this beautiful garden of our life to grow around us, allow opportunities to come our way, because we're sowing the seeds, because we're recognizing when they're about to come, because we're recognizing where we need to look, where we need to place our focus, and we're allowing things to grow. So take a moment to ask this question: what is looking to grow? And often the key to this is in thinking about your longings, about your desires. What is it that you desire? What is it that you are longing for? And how can you nurture that area of your life, all of the pieces that are maybe standing in your way, all of the things that can quietly be shifted, that can quietly orient you into a position where you're ready to receive. And orienting yourself, orienting your life into a position where you're ready to receive is really where the magic is likely to happen next year. Our intentions often shift and change as the year goes on. But if we are consistently orienting ourselves in the direction of our dreams, they are likely to find their way to us sooner or later. And so, before you rush into vision plans, setting big goals for 2026, take a moment to soften, to remember, to listen to your inner wisdom and the messages that are coming through for you. Take a moment to lean into that softness, to allow your dreams to be felt. And if you are looking for some tools to help you to remember who you are, to remember what you came here for on a soul level, I have created a meditation that I call the Dreamer Meditation. It's an activation of that soul remembrance journey to your soul star, to meet the dreamer. And I would like to share it with you. There is a link below if you would like to download this dreamer activation for free and join my inner circle at this holy hearth. Thank you for gifting yourself this moment, for allowing yourself the gentleness and the spaciousness to really listen, to remember who you are, When you begin the year softened, you begin it in alignment with your deepest self.